Hi again, this is Regine, and today we're going to learn about how I can use multiplication and division to solve word problem. So we're going to read this word problem and we're going to determine if we need to multiply or divide. Caroline has 72 pieces of candy to share equally in a party favorite bag for each of her 8 guests. How many pieces of candy does each guest receive? All right, so in this problem, my important numbers, I have 72 and 8. And the question is, how many pieces of candy does each guest receive? So I can see from this problem that they gave me the total, that we have 72 total pieces of candy. And I'm going to break it up into 8 bags. And I want to know how many pieces of candy I need to put in each bag. So if I have the total and I have one part and I'm looking for the other part, then that's a division problem. So let's model this. So we have 72 divided by 8. So some of you may know your fact. If you don't, we'll try to figure it out. So let's say this bar represents 72, and I'm going to break it up into 8 parts. Should have made it bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8 parts. So how many will go into each part? I can use my multiplication facts though to help me. So I know this is a fact family. So I have 8. This is the 8 fact family. So I can think, well, is it 8 times 5? That's 40. 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 9, 72. That's it. So my multiplication fact family did help me solve this. So I can put 9 pieces of candy in each bag, and that's how every single guest will get the same number of pieces. All right, let's try another one. All right, so our next one it says Jay shared 64 pieces of candy. And once I've written the problem, if you want to pause and try it on your own, you can. All right, so this one says Jay shared, so it's past tense. Jay shared 64 pieces of candy. How many friends can he share with if each friend received 8 pieces of candy? All right, so our important number, we have 64 and we have 8. All right, so, and we want to know how many friends can he share with. All right, that's our question. So again, we have 64. So we have 64 pieces, so that's our total. That's how many pieces of candy he has total. And each friend received 8 pieces, but now how many friends did he share with? So again, this tells me this is a division problem because I have the total. So I'm not looking for a product because I have the total. So I need to figure out the other part. 64 divided by 8 equals what? So again, let's see. We can maybe, division is repeated subtraction equals sharing. So we can also think of it like that. All right, but we don't know how many friends he's going to share with. So let's see. We have 64 pieces, so like if this bar represents our 64 pieces, then each friend receives 8, so I gave 8. And we can just count up until we get to 64. And that is still using that multiplication property. So we are still trying to figure out 8 times what will give me 64. So we can still think of it that way. So 8, and then if I give another 8, now I have given away 16. If I give another 8, I've given away 24. Another 8, I've given away 32. Another 8, I've given away 40. Another 8, I've given away 48. Another 8, I've given away 56. All right, I need to give away another 8, and that's my 64. So how many friends did he share with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he shared with 8 friends. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 divided by 8 is 8. All right, we will try one more. All right, it says there are 7 rows of chairs in Lara's class. There are 5 chairs in each row. How many chairs are in the class? All right, so again, you can pause the video and try it on your own, and you can come back and see if you have the right answer. So here we have 7 rows of chairs in Lara's class, and there are 5 chairs in each row. How many chairs are in the class? So do I have the total here? I do not. So I'm looking for the total. So this problem, we are looking for the product. When we're looking for the total, we're looking for the product. So this is a multiplication problem, 7 times 5. And we can draw a model for that too. So we have 7 rows. So we'll just draw some circles to represent our 7 rows. So there's 7 rows and then 5 chairs in each row. So this is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, so equal groups. And when you count, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. 7 times 5 is 35. All right, so today we learned how we can use multiplication and division to solve word problems. When we're trying to determine whether to multiply or divide, we look to see if we have been given the total or if we're looking for the total. All right, I hope this helped. See you next time.